here. So this is GosuLeague. We have M5 versus EnRo. And we actually have, or it seems like we're waiting for one of the observers to load in still. But these teams are going to have two fights. It's going to be best out of two. As in, it's a league version, so every win that a team has, it gets 1 point for. So if a team wins twice, it gets 2 points. If a team wins once, they both get 1 point. And if you don't get any wins, then you get 0 points. That's pretty simple, right? And I am casting this today with 2 legs. I don't have my random question list with me, but how are you?
Cool, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Good to hear. And I am just gonna tell a little bit about how the teams have been doing so far, just so you're aware what's on stake right here. Because so far, EnRo has had 2 matches, has lost both of them, even though one of them was really, really close, I remember, versus Infused. So still has on 0 points. M5 is actually the second last, has had 2 matches, has lost 1, and has, well, won 1, so in total they got 1 point. Makes sense, right? So these are the 2 lower dogs right now to be fighting against this.
Yeah, and we actually see quite fast bans in the game.
I was not expecting that, to be fair, because I thought, you know, usually you have some time to talk about them. I'll let in. We have the Brewmaster ban, we have the Broodmother ban. I really love with these 2 being banned out because they're really tongue twisters. We have the Chen ban, so no pushing power there, even though I see the Shrek, so there's a lot of pushing power already. But we have Evoker and Lycan and Ditch Prophet ban. So which one do you think will be the next pickup? Something like a Shrek and a Windrunner? Or am I forgetting something?
Shrek is already picked.
Sorry, I meant Tidehunter.
By the M5.
I meant Tidehunter.
Yeah, it might be Tidehunter, might be Windrunner. It is really difficult to say because the strongest heroes are already banned, and you have so much options, so many options.
Yeah, and we don't see Lone Druid being picked up as one of the first 3 really. He's been kind of forgotten. He was like, cool.
Yeah, Darkseer. Oh, I forgot about that one.
We'll leave the Tidehunter. No, they don't want the Tidehunter.
And it's exactly what I expected from M5 because that's just the way they play lately. The Vigos, they always put Vigos on their Night Stalker and PGG on Enigma, and they've been first picking Lashfrog a lot lately, so pretty standard.
I was casting M5 versus Quantic game before this, and they didn't have a Lashrak, and Vigos was actually on the Lich.
Oh, that probably wasn't the Vigos then. I don't know.
I think it was.
Was it Vigos?
I think so.
Was he supporting actually?
Yeah. I may remember it wrong, but I think he was a Lich. But okay. I might have gotten it wrong.
Very unusual. He's like the player who plays these ganking heroes, which get so strong during the late early game / mid game.
Yeah, I think maybe then I'm wrong. Remembered it wrong. But they didn't have.
I didn't see the game, so I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't have any of these 3 heroes in that game. They had a Darkseer though.
Who calls the Crystal Maiden?
But yeah, nice black hole from Enigma. Let's hope they can put it to use. Oh, you changed something on your mic. Are you back? Are you there? I don't hear you anymore now, so I'm just gonna continue talking until you let me know that you're back. I'm just gonna type that you're not here. Can't hear you. There we go. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit about picks then, so that you know what's going on.
I'm sorry, I needed to mute my microphone for a while. Talking to someone else, just.
Okay, I was kind of worried there.
Yeah.
But we have.
I didn't die.
You didn't. Worried. No, that's true. But that would be quite impressive if you managed to mute your mic before you died.
Yeah. And I wanted to say that M5 was kind of the team that brought the Darkseer in life during the Star Series finals. They were the guys first picking him always, and he kind of stayed that way, I guess.
He got back into fashion. This time mostly due to Vacuum though, being so powerful. Well, and the wall is still powerful too, but it's just a strong hero overall. And we have the Tidehunter ban, and we have the Lich ban. I believe we're seeing the Lich ban because Crush was actually watching the game before this, so they saw M5 play. So that's why we see the Lich ban as that support is out of the question for M5 now. And EnRo already has their support, so they don't have to worry about anything like that.
Yeah, and EnRo probably did a little bit of research on M5 as well. They'll have to play Lich Night Stalker mid lane. And just in general playing Night Stalker and something mid. They played it against us yesterday as well. And we killed that lane with Morphling, Venomancer, so that might be the reason why they ban Morphling as well. So I expect them to put Night Stalker AA mid right now. Because it's just what they play.
Night Stalker and Age Deprivation.
Yeah.
Expecting an Age Deprivation pick. I have to say, it's been a long time since I have seen that one picked up. So if you're right, it's gonna be really nice because I really like watching Age Deprivation, especially if it's a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, we might see some. Oh, there's an monster instead.
Well, if they're gonna run a dual lane middle or side with Night Stalker and Venomancer, that's a very good lane too. I mean, you have your slow, you have your harassment. What more do you want?
Yeah, Venomancer is one of the best support heroes for the laning phase, obviously, because his slow skill, I think it's called Venomous Gale.
Yeah, Gale.
Actually slows for the maximum amount from the first level. Like the difference between
50%.
his skill, 50%, that's so huge. If you compare it to like Queen of Pain, which got banned, her slow actually scales with leveling the skill she has. Yeah. So it gets better and better. But with Venomancer get the maximum slow from the level 1, so he's obviously such a strong hero on level 1 to have on the lane.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm a fan of Venomancer, so preaching to the converted. Expecting EnRo to pick up something. Well, they kind of miss their solo lane and their carry actually.
They actually have 2 solo heroes at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
you
although
expecting
I still
Windrunner in the middle?
It's an option for them, and yeah,
oh.
There might be Shadow Demon middle now. Before the Shadow Demon pickup, I expected them to go like Darkseer Woods and Windrunner hardline, but now it's kind of different.
Yeah, they do pick up the Shadow Demon quite a lot. I mean, I have seen them play that, well, a lot. Last Sunday also when they had their other games for GosuLeague, and last Sunday they played him kind of supporty, but he has been played aggressively by them too. Really nice watch when going for a Shadow Poison first to max level. Being just really aggressive and getting some early kills on him, and he can just snowball that a little bit. Not as good as other heroes, but if you just underestimate him.
Sure. He's a great hero.
Yeah.
And we see Pack from M5, and I believe that they'll put him mid lane. I think I saw M5 playing Pack on the mid lane, so that would mean Enigma on the hard lane. I don't know.
Yeah, both teams have a lot of options laning wise.
No, they can't put their Puck mid lane now.
They can't?
They have to play Enigma on the hard lane somehow, or like play aggressively.
Yeah, true. Or Enigma could go into the forest with Puck on the hard lane, and Leshrac and Venomancer dual laning, and Night Stalker in the middle by himself.
Let's see. Well, Blood Angel is playing the Puck, so it's gonna be offlane hero, I guess.
Yeah, he was the Darkseer in the previous game, so yeah, it's solo.
I still think they'll go for Night Stalker Venomancer middle rather than something else. Because that's just the way they love to play. So.
But then they would have to lane Leshrac in the solo lane too, even though maybe you can. At the easy lane, bottom lane.
Easy lane, bot lane with like Enigma support from the jungle. That's quite powerful actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely possible, especially if they're going to be versus the Darkseer. The lane will be pushed out the whole time anyway. We see Cradacia on the Darkseer for the bottom lane. Actually, let's just introduce the teams first. You want to do M5?
I can. And we see the fan favorite, the Master of Vodka, Please Go Game, or PGG, or PGG on Enigma. As always, we see the legendary Vigos on Night Stalker. The Ave guy, who I'm not sure who he is. I'll check Steam profile after, on Venomancer. SS on Lash, and Blood Angel on Puck. SS is probably silent. I'm going to check on Venom, so it's yours.
Okay, then I will go to the bottom lane for EnRo, where we see Cradacia, just like we said, just now on the Darkseer. It's gonna have that solo bottom lane. We see Crush playing the Shadow Demon, Pimpalicious as a stand-in on the Windrunner, Unicorn on the farmer Mirana, and Eid playing Crystal Maiden.
Cool.
Did you find out yet who Venomancer is?
No, yes, he has a lot of like nicknames, but he's a fan of Quake because he's like Cypher nickname. He's the legendary Quake player, but it's probably just the standing then, I guess. Not an M5 player.
Must be.
Probably.
Must be. So yeah, the laning for EnRo looks like Windrunner is gonna be in the middle with Miran on the top lane, with a tri-lane with Crystal Maiden and Shadow Demon.
Cool, and it is a solid tri-lane. The thing about Shadow Demon and Priestess of the Moon, if you can time your arrow good enough for the disruption, then you get a really good combo on your hands.
Yeah, yeah,
so
like
it might work
stun.
well for them.
Yeah, and they're gonna be versus Blood Angel and maybe even SSU. It looks like Nightstalker is gonna be on the bottom lane together with the Venomancer. 4 and 5, Enigma in the forest. Solo Lashrak middle, yeah. Indeed.
So I was wrong. They're going to go for the classic way instead of M5 way, I guess.
They had a lot of options, to be fair. So.
They should it.
Yeah.
And let's see how this Maiden will play this out. If she's going to help the top lane, which isn't really needed that much, to be honest. The Puck is like a really weak lane hero. So he can be out harassed by Shadow Demon solo on the lane.
Yeah, and Crystal Maiden's Frostbite not really being able to do all that much for the Puck. I mean, if Puck gets frostbited, Crystal Maiden, if she frostbites him, oh, some harassment going on there. Doesn't happen. Okay. So if she frostbites the Puck, he can still do his orb and then TP out as soon as the thingy is over. I mean, Puck will just be fine. So disruption and arrow is the most important thing.
Honestly, the frostbite is one of the better spells against the Puck because you can't phase shift in that spell, so it can be changed.
That is true. But you do still have your escape.
Yeah, you do. I would be more interesting about the disruption and arrow combination Puck at this moment.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, there's the harassment Puck.
Yeah.
You can't really do much with Puck because, as I said, he's not really a strong laner. If you're like Windrunner there, you can turn on your Windrunner and fight a bit with the Maiden probably and try to do something funny. But yeah, Puck can just escape himself, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like EnRo still is. I mean, Crush is on his way to the bottom lane. Looks like he wants to go for some harassment, and Mirana, she's moving away from the creeps a little bit, but nah, they're going back again. Tactical pause. Make sure of that.
And we see Darkseer doing what a lot of Darkseer started doing lately, which you put the first Ion Shell and creep heavy like here. I'm not sure if you can see my ping on the minimap.
I can't.
Okay, never mind then. But the result is what we see on the bot lane. You got 2 Ion Shells up on your creeps and it pushes the lane, and it is really hard to deny against that from like when he gets level 3. And it also pushes the lane as well now because your creeps get destroyed by tower. You can get some EXP.
Yeah. I'm just noticing Puck moving towards the jungle. He's actually not farming at all in the jungle, he's just sitting there. Oh, there we go.
He's trying to cripple.
Ah, yeah, of course.
I'm not sure if it's possible with these creeps. You need the centaur for the move speed bonus. Yeah, you can pull the other creeps like the small spot if you cut down the forest. He's just not sure what to do because he obviously can't do anything on the top lane. He's just waiting for the lane to push, and then he'll try to make something out of it, I guess.
Maybe get some experience. We're gonna maybe see Go on the Darkseer, who's gonna get Guild soon. Or just harassed, yeah, and Guild and harassed. There is no surge up yet in the Darkseer, he's just still level 1. But yeah, it's just harassment so far, as Venomancer is just by himself.
Yeah, he was hoping for what I was saying for his line to get pushed by double ion shelling the creeps, but M5 doing good job keeping the line where they want them. I think they pulled at least once, I guess. So yeah, they did a great job keeping the line not pushed, you could say.
Yeah, and there
That
was
means not zero experience for Darks here.
yeah, he's still level 1, is still indeed 0 experience, and I now see the spot where he indeed put an iron shell on the creep wave. Just this one though, because he's gonna go back to base because he's out of mana. Just
He needs to refill his mana.
yep. Let's check how the middle lane is doing. We see Windrunner is being on 10 to 2, and Leshrac being on 13 to 7. So quite even, with 3 kill difference. That's not really worth mentioning. But no, Leshrac is using quite a bit of his mana to get some last hits, it seems.
Oh, as well as Indra. They need to use their spells to get like this sure last hits, and even I'm not the mid lane player, but you need to keep your lane pendulum going, just so you have to have the lane pushed where the creep spawns. So it's like 2 minutes and 4 minutes. You want to have the creeps on the opposing side, so you can check for the runes freely without losing too much. Yeah, now Silent just got unlucky and the rune spawned bottom. But it got safeguarded by PGG, so he might still get it.
Yeah, otherwise
Misses the
PGG will
stun.
pick it up.
Okay, let's see how this works out. Yeah.
There's no mana up on PGG though. He can't do anything.
He has the soul ring, so he has no problem.
That's true. He's gonna actually try to maybe go for the darks here. Gonna rotate in towards the tower.
Yeah, they might be able to get a tower after that, but
That will be tricky though. They really have to kill off the creep wave pretty soon because those iron shells do a lot of damage. And we have the blink out, so they know he's there. Conversion is there.
There's a TPs.
There's no Malefice.
PGG
on
might die
PGG.
just because he has no boots at this moment.
Yeah, Frostbite's there.
So-
Iron Shell doing a little bit of damage. Shadow Demon gonna help out. Disruption is there. And there we
Yes.
go. Darkseer getting the first blood. Windrunner being able to be there with a power shot to get an assist on her. But Darkseer getting that gold really useful for him. I mean, he really needed that. Kinda. He has 14 last hits. Not bad for a solo lane, but no Night Stalker has a 24.
Also good great reactions by the EnRo support heroes, which I'm not sure when they get the TPs, but probably as soon as they saw Enigma moving there, because Windrunner saw what's happening and she probably saw Enigma going to backstep the Darkseer on the bot lane,
Yeah, and
and they
there's a
just
ward
reacted
up.
fast enough.
There's a ward up for them at the river, so they just saw him move there.
It was a bit risky from PGG and didn't work out in the end for him.
Yeah, normally I would have expected something like that to happen maybe at the 7-minute mark. Ooh, we have a disruption on the Leshrac. Nothing more than that. Edict doing a little bit of damage.
There's no mana on Windrunner, sadly.
Ooh, with Leshrac getting a kill with the stun. And Windrunner is not going to be able to Windrunner away from this. Like you said, no
He has no
mana.
mana.
Malefice is there. So stun is there too. She's going to go down. Leshrac getting a double kill for that. That will put the lane in the middle totally out of balance in his favor.
It was just terrible decision making by EnRo in this case, and I'm not sure if Windrun didn't tell his teammate that he has no mana or something, or they didn't expect Enigma to show up. And we could see just how strong the Diabolic Edict is there,
Yeah.
right there. It's doing a ton of damage.
It's level 3 already indeed, and with level 3 on Shadow Demon and level 5 on Windrunner. Well, level 3 on Shadow Demon will be a lot more painful actually. That's that's a lot of damage being done. I'm quite surprised it's nighttime and we don't see Night Stalker ganking.
We'll see pretty soon. It's Vigos, he'll move from his line. He has no reason to at the moment, I
No,
guess.
he still has free farm, of course. We might see EnRo trying to make a play in the top lane, but looks like EnRo's Crush is backing off again. But PGG moving towards the top lane. I think they're looking to push, as in try to
think
get a tower.
They very well might as well. They got the Black Hole on Enigma, they got the TP on Night Stalker who can just TP to help them at any time.
Yeah.
And the support on our sides are both level 3, so not as strong as you would want them to be.
Oh.
But that's just the result of them playing a tri-line without a wood hero, and also them needing to TP bot lane.
Yeah, Puck is still only level 4 though, versus the tri-lane, but of course he wasn't able to do anything at the start, but still really tricky.
Oh, yeah. It's good enough that he's level 4 at the moment. He got some space after the super stupid bot lane, and he got the maximum out of it, so I guess it's just solid play by him at the moment. It's not something unusual.
Yeah, PGG gave up on the top lane though, he's rotated to the middle lane, but Blood Angel might be in a little bit of trouble here. He gets frostbited, but like I said, frostbite doesn't do that much if you can just put your orb out and just teleport to them.
Yeah, definitely. Pug is like the greatest escaping hero in the game, almost, alongside with Morph. So almost all of his spells are enabling him to escape somehow. And Lishra getting the tower bot meantime, so...
Yeah, it seems like nobody of EnRo wants to even try to defend this. They know they kind of lost this lane, but I feel like they should be trying to win the other lanes more in the meantime. I mean, they're 3 versus 1. I know they can't do much. Ooh, arrow's not gonna hit. But that was a bit of too late phase shift for the Puck.
Yeah, he still lives, so...
He still lives, that's the most important thing. And there were now teleports to the bottom lane to stop the push-in from happening.
Yeah, they really need to do something about these pushes, but it's really hard to do against Lashrak and his Diabolic Edict. It's one of the strongest spells to push the game, push the towers. And there's a lot of pressure applied on at least 2 lanes at all of the times by M5, thanks to Lash and obviously PGG with his Eidolons.
And Crystal Maiden is gonna go down here to the Night Stalker most likely, even though there's gonna be teleports in. Night Stalker TPing out straight away, Venomancer giving his life and getting killed off.
And Big is running away and he should be able to escape. And
Yeah,
he opted to not go for the kind of silent, the crippling fear on Night Stalker, which some of the players choose to do, but I still believe it's the incorrect skill build.
Well, at least one level might be able to help you, but with the lineup from the Dire, it's not really all that needed. I mean, if you're fighting for Zenantimate, sure, you need it. But then again, it's night, you're gonna be able to chase down the Mirana after she leaves, probably. And that's basically the only target that he has to worry about, but he's not gonna try to kill Mirana anyway.
Okay, there's an action bottom lane.
And a black hole being used by PGG, I'm sorry for messing that, people. And the Shrek killing of the Shadow Demon and the Windrunner.
He might get Darkseer as well, since... Oh, there's a misstun, never mind.
He's not even gonna try to chase.
About the silence, I think on the contrary, this is the lineup where you really need the silence. I mean, even if your heroes don't have escape skills, although they still have leap onto Mirana as well as the search on Darkseer. It disables Maiden from like using frostbite when you hunt her under the tower or something like that. And it might have been what they needed to kill her off right there when they hunted her. Instead they ended up dying in the end.
Yeah, we have something going on in the middle lane where PGG is in a little bit of trouble because there's there's everybody of EnRo killing him off. Windrunner getting the last hit. 5 versus 1 to try to defend the tower, and the defense came too late because the tower still went down.
That's actually a very good trade from M5. They got some time on their off lanes as well as the tower, and they only lost PGG, who didn't have black hole anyway. So
yeah, a very good trade for M5. Definitely. I do feel like there's not a lot of wards vision up for M5. They have 2 wards up. They have one at Roshan Pit and one at the top ward, but
yeah,
not really at the top lane.
They are not really afraid of ganks coming at them, and we haven't really seen any of those much. Just TP ganks, and obviously wards don't help you with that.
True.
So probably a correct choice by them not overwarding the map at this moment.
Yeah, and actually, if we look at the levels also, I mean, they don't really have that much to fear from it level-wise either. They are 4k ahead in experience, and that will mostly show in Crystal Main being level 5 and Shadow Demon being level 5 still too. And only from M5, only the Venomancer is still level 5. So.
And it's the obvious result of not having a wood hero like Enigma, who is level 9 now. So.
Yeah.
That's obviously the reason, as well as winning some of the fights.
Yeah, the kills are actually quite even, 3 to 4. It looks like M5 wants to go for this tier 2 tower. They'll probably get it too. They are here, all 5 of them. While for EnRo there's just 2. They're actually gonna try to go for the Wind Run. We'll be able to take her. She will get stunned by the Dream Coil. Stun is there too from Leshrac, and last hit will go to the Leshrac's Nova. And yeah, they will be able to take a tower with that. So, free tower. Basically a free kill.
EnRo should get tower top now. Just to get something out of this situation.
Yeah, and they will get it too. Let's hope Mirana's gonna be able to take the last hit. And she will.
And they need to be ready to defend as well, because
yeah, TPs are gonna come in now.
there's Diablo-Geddy coming soon.
Disruption on the Venomancer. Leshrac just chasing down, Shadow Demon dropping just so fast. Crystal Main gonna drop here too. Leshrac, well, actually Night Stalker getting that kill. Leshrac killing off the Mirana though. Double kill for her. Crystal Main is back because she bought back, just TPing in there. Is not going to be able to get the last hit on the Leshrac, which she tried to get, but Venomancer gets the kill on her instead. So she died twice after each other. And the rest will be able to get away unless this Darkseer is going to be able to do something, but does get a Malefice.
Oh, there's the
Black hole is there. Stun from Leshrac is going to go through. Wind is going to drop. And Shadow Demon is out of position here too, and there he goes down once again. He died twice in this fight now too. Crystal Maiden is back up, but will she try to run in once again to go for it? For her sake, I hope not.
Oh, and amazing play by M5 at this moment. Hunting in the base at 14 minutes and not losing a single hero.
Not losing a single. Actually,
That's
almost not
so
losing any life either. There is of course a mech up on Enigma, which will make a lot of difference, as there's no real support item up yet on the Dire, sorry. But yeah. And just now, I mean a second ago it was 4-2 kill wise, and now it's 12-2.
Yeah, EnRo are getting rolled at the moment.
Yeah.
They need to find some, I don't know what, but they need to find it and
they need to find probably a smoke and trying to catch someone of M5 off by themselves, but at the moment that will be very tricky to do because
they need to find a kill that will give them at least the tower at this moment. Because you can solo kill like Venomancer or Enigma, but if it doesn't give you tower afterwards or something like that, that it might not even be worth it.
They might be able to get a Leshrac though. He's gonna take a lot of damage. Will actually go down to the Darkseer, but still doing a lot of damage to him too. And Leshrac just buys back instantly. He had the gold. He's still got 1300 gold left. He has a Blink Dagger now too.
He got overconfident there, and maybe he was a bit frustrated by dying. Just buys back in the game.
Rage buyback. Just because he can.
Classic Russian.
Yeah. And I just, when saying that Leshrac had a Blink Dagger, I kind of forgot to check for all the other items. Looks like Night Stalker is gonna go for that Aghanim Scepter. You just have that Massive Vision. Has already the Ogre Club and a point booster. Venomancer's warding, so I can't expect too much from him. Puck has 1300 gold, but didn't really buy anything. I'm expecting him to go for Blink Dagger as well, though. Have some extra movability. Mirana is still trying to get her farm up. Does have one Blade of Alacrity already. Might go for second, might actually go for a Yasha first. But then again, Yasha would be almost finished now too. Oh, Windrunner in a little bit of trouble here. Is gonna go. Well, he's gonna take a lot of damage from the Nova here. Won't be able to get away. Or will she? She will. She will actually. She has she used her boots. Sorry, her bottle. Will still die to the Venomancer though. Pops her. There we go. Venomancer killing her. Venomancer dying for it though. Nice kill. Nice trade. Windrunner for Venomancer. And Void killing off the Shadow Demon. And Crystal Main gonna go down. And that's a team wipe again for EnRo. Basically no effort whatsoever. Was the whole team even there? Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. And there's the GG. 17-minute game. 17.
Yeah. Great display of like good early game / mid game play by M5. It wasn't even mid game yet, I guess.
No, it
but
was definitely not
just great
yet.
spell coordination and good item choices as well.
Yeah, and great pushing power and knowing when to push and where to push. It was good team play. But EnRo had good team play too. It just their heroes are not based on this early game. They won't be able to do that much as M5 was able to do.
I think that it went wrong for EnRo from the big phase actually, and that's because they had zero pushing power, pretty much. You get Darkseid who can push the line a bit with his Ion Shell, but that's pretty much it. You just have kind of defensive heroes, and even if you win your line top with the Mirana and Maiden, Shadow Demon, you couldn't really capitalize on it, because what you get from that is probably threats and Aquila Ring on Mirana, and they got the tower really late. They got the tower at the same time as when M5 was already pushing in their base.